Hello guys, welcome to the Novice Angler YouTube channel. I am down, still on the North Cornish coast, but I've come down to a little cove. If you know it, you know it. I've decided to do a little bit of beach fishing, which is something I've not done before. I've done once with a friend, but never gone solo, so I thought I'd come down to a safe area and give it a go. We do have some birds working just over yonder, but yeah, so let me show you from my quick setup. I've got a beach casting rod, as you can see. I've got a pulley pennel with a mackerel flapper. It's got two hooks coming out of the top, nice and proud. Yeah, let's get that in the water and see if we can get a fish. I'm looking for flatfish, I think maybe a ray, flatfish. I think something like that, potentially. I'm going to get dogged out, I imagine. But maybe a bullhuss, maybe a spur dog, maybe a smooth hound. Let's see what we can get. I'm feeling optimistic and the weather's not looking too bad. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, please do not judge me on my casting ability, because this is not something I do regularly. And I'm aware I may need, oh, that could have been a bad start. But that went absolutely nowhere. This is something I need to practice for sure. So the tide's coming in, so it's running from south to north, which is from this direction to this direction. So I've cast it kind of slightly left, and hopefully once the current takes it, it should settle that. That's the theory anyway. I think I should have my rod at a slight angle pointing out. I'm going to move it quickly. So, you probably saw it wasn't the most elegant of casts, but the tide's coming in, so the 50 yards it went, in about an hour will be 70 yards, so it's currently just sat just where the waves are breaking, like the line, so that's what that wobble is, I assume. I'm going to get another rod on, get it out and see if I can make a better cast. I have got myself some lovely big fat worm. I got myself a baiting needle. This is all new to me, so please don't judge, as I have absolutely no idea. I assume I go in from the head and feed it along through the worm. Oh, these, I don't know what these worms are called. Are they blowworms? I can't remember what he said in the fishing shop, but that's where I got them from anyway. Yeah, so you just put them straight on the baiting needle, hook over the top, and the theory is you push them straight on, feed it straight over the hook. Oh, he is not a happy bunny, that one. Yeah, just like that. We've got two hooks here. Do I sling another one on? I assume I do. I've got a double hook pulley panel, so I assume I sling another worm on and just see what happens, hope for the best. With this one here, I'm going to flick it out a little bit further right. That line's held pretty strong, so just going to see how far we can get it out. Like I said, please don't judge me on my casting ability, because I have never done it before. That went a bit further. That one's out there a bit nicer now. First one was dreadful. That one was not too bad. Taking some of the slack. I'm going to move this tripod as well. So both rods are in the water. I've turned the rods at a slight angle to where I've cast them. So there's tension on the line and it bends over. And I think the idea is, if it runs, it bounces and goes out. And that's if a fish picks it up. And if the fish picks it up and comes towards you, you know there's a fish on because the line's gone slack. So we will see. See what happens. I might get my lure rod out and just give it a little tinker over there in that corner. Looks quite bassy. So yeah, let's see what happens. I think there is some action on the left-hand rod, the mackerel bait. It's not in line. The head dips aren't in line with the waves. It may be crabs. I hope not, but it might be. Please do let me know as well if what I'm doing here is correct or if it's just nonsense. All my knowledge has come from other, well not other, but it's come from YouTube and the knowledge of other very good fishermen that seem to catch a lot of fish. And I do catch a reasonable amount of fish on the boat. I've definitely had a good year of fish on the boat. But from the shore, I am even more of a novice angler than when I'm on the boat. It's been about 20 minutes, so I'm going to bring that first mackerel flapper in and just see if it is being eaten by the crabs. Oh, got to do me. Drag up. Right, we are free. Doesn't feel like there's anything on there, which I probably could have guessed. I'm going to bring it in a bit quicker than this. To be honest, I'm not used to how these rods feel either, so I wouldn't know if there's anything on the end of it either unless it started giving me a good fight. Oh, we do have a little bit of weed. It's a bit of seaweed. It's not a blank. But the bait looks absolutely untouched. Oh no. I would say there's some little crabbies out there, for sure. Oh, absolutely some crabs. But it's a nice big mackerel. It's still got lots of goodness in it, so I'm going to get that one cast back out. Let's see if we can't do this a bit more justice this time. That last cast was just absolutely atrocious. But it was my first proper cast, almost ever. I've done this once with a friend, like I say. So, oh, that alarm back on. Let's get that back in. Come on now. Trying to use the line. I'm going to give myself a bit more of a swing. That's a bit better. That's much better, actually. Much happier with that cast. Oh, that red line just had a big old, the right hand just had a big old knock. Big tap. It wasn't me. Tighten them up. Yeah, there was just a little, it wasn't a wave, it was a knock. They are different. The birds have started working. They're about 150 metres off, so nothing I can do about that. I'm going to bring the rod in that's had the worm on. Doesn't seem to be any activity, but there was a few little taps, so maybe crab. Maybe it's been crabbed out. Let's have a look. See what she's doing. Taking some of the slack. Doesn't feel like there's anything on there other than the weight. As I say, it's so stiff compared to my other rods that I take on the boat or just spinning. Where is it? There it is. Oh, there still seems to be worm on. Still have two perfectly intact worms, other than being a little bit deflated. So I'm going to cast those back out and see if we can get a fish. So back on the worm rod. I'm going to see how far I can get it. I'm going to cast it slightly right. I'm going to give myself a bit more line like I did on the last one. There is structure out there because I keep bringing it back. So I'm bringing weed, you know, it's getting snagged up on bits of weed. So there must be structure out there, and it stands to reason if there's structure, there must be some sort of fish anyway. So let's give it a go. Let's get a bit of a swing going. That one went. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That's a much better cast. So that's both lines back in the water. It's just some lads there going for a snorkel. It's a beautiful day down here for it. I can guarantee you there's fish out there. They're just not interested in my bait. Maybe I should have gone for squid. Oh, the choices. I'm not a money pit. Although I do like the chap at the local fishing shop. I'm not made of money. So we had some worm today. I'm going to get this worm rod in, then we're going to make a move. Doesn't feel like there's anything on this rod. Right, I would say that we are being crabbed. Crabbed is the word I'd use. It's been completely stripped, so it's got to be crabbed, right? I'm going to move. We're going to move further north up the bay. The tide's coming in quickly, so yeah, we need to make a move. I don't know how much longer I'll be staying. It's a very busy beach. There's lots of people trying to enjoy the sea, and I'm getting in the way, so I will probably, after this cast, move. It's time to get these rods in. Get the mackerel rod in fast. See what the bait's been. See if the bait's been eaten by the crab. Let me drag up. Gosh, I'll be happy to see a dogfish on the end of this. which there is not. That's a very poor looking bait. Bait is not looking very good at all. If anything, it's just come straight off. We'll get that in the water, chuck that bait away. I'm going to have one more cast with a fresh bait, give it another half an hour and then call it a day. Let's see what's going on with the worm bait. See if we can get it in over this rock. Yeah, they're looking a little bit sorry for themselves, those worms. So we got a little knot in the line as well, that won't help. I've got some more, quite a few worms left over, so I'm going to load them right up. I'm going to chuck a few on each hook. I've been doing one to try and preserve them, but the way this is going, I think you've got to go for a Hail Mary. Just see if you can get one. That's all my worm on this last Hail Mary cast. Give it another 20 minutes. If there's nothing, there's nothing. If there's something, hallelujah. Right. I don't think I can do better than that. See how that gets on. So we do keep getting little that don't match up with the waves that are coming in. I can only assume it's crab. I'm not 100% sure. But if it is, they're having a good feed anyway. There's no definitive bumps or anything so far. Very quiet. I say maybe it's just where I am. The surf's rough. There's rocks. There's everything like that. Maybe it's the day. Maybe it's the tide. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, which is highly likely. But if anybody wants to comment and give me some tips or things like coming down to Cornwall and giving me a lesson, I would appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I'm out here having fun anyway. The tide has been a bit of an issue. I was over there, which is now about 8 foot underwater. I thought I'd have a little bit more distance over there that I could go kind of away from the tourists. But that's not a problem. I'm not knocking that at all. It's just a safe place. I knew I could come, have a few casts. It wasn't crazy windy. Up in Bude is raining, windy, cold, and the surf's about 7 to 8 foot. Here is, although there's a little bit of swell, is not massive. It's very, very tolerable and safe. I know the beach well. But yeah, it's been nice. It's nice to get out. The sun's just going over the cliff, so it's gone a bit dark. There's some dogs come to say hello. Hello. Hello, Mr. Dog. Hello. No, but it's been a good day. I'm happy so far. Okay, that's it for today for these rods. I'm going to get these in. I don't think I've got anything, but we will see. Really quite quickly because there is a rock just in front of me and I want to get it over that. I don't want to get snagged up on that in an ideal situation. I wonder if we've got anything left or if we've been completely crabbed. We've been out for about 25 minutes, so. No snag so far, so that is ideal. Well, we still have bait on there. Wow. Bait is completely untouched. That's madness. Never mind. Right, so let's get that mackerel in now. Ooh, it's definitely time to move. Right then, Mr. Mackerel. Oh, that feels tight. Oh, that's because I've caught my line. A silly sausage. Oh, come on, out that snag. You're in a little snag there, but nothing to worry about. We're out. This obviously feels heavier because it's, I think there may have been a dogfish on there because it went very light all of a sudden. Or I caught a crab. It's definitely been crabbed. Ooh. Almost stripped by crabs. Look at that. Little monkeys. Absolute devils. They've had a good meal anyway. And I've had a bit of fun, so that's all that matters. Right, I'm going to get these packed up and then I'm going to head back to the car with all this gubbins. I'm going to come back with just my spinning rod. See what we can get. So no luck on the bait down at that spot where I just was. I was going to head home, but it's an hour before high tide. The sun is kind of at 7 o'clock and the sun sets at 9:30, so I thought I'd head to Boscastle. Driving past anyway, I'll go and give it a little spin. I've never fished here before, so I'm just giving it a little recce and seeing what we can find. See if there's any good spots to fish from the shore with bait, with just spinning. If there's anything here, I know people come down here and fish quite regularly, so it's just finding where. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I get down to the beach or the harbour, I guess it is. One day, not today, but one day. God, what a beauty. It's rather beautiful down here. Water looks okay, doesn't look it's full of debris, or there is a massive barrel jellyfish just over there. You won't be able to see him, but I can. It's amazing what a difference a harbour can make. Nice and peaceful in the harbour. Absolutely disgusting out here. You would not want to be in there at all. But I think I may just pop down there. There's a little ledge. Doesn't look too precarious, so I'm going to head down there. I may get splashed, but I definitely know that I'm not going to be getting washed away. So I'm not going to film myself. Going down there because my mum might watch this, and yeah, she wouldn't be very happy with me. So I'm going to quickly pop down, and I'm a bit nervous. See what we can do. If I don't feel safe, I'll come back up. So I'm not willing to go any further than this. We're on slate that can get pretty slippy, and I don't want to end up in there. Although it may not look very rough on camera, it's pretty disgusting out there. I'm going to chuck a little GT360 around, give it a few casts. I'm going to chuck it kind of 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and everywhere in between. Let's see if we can get a bass. I'm sat down as well. I'm not stood up. I'm not going to risk it, but it just seems like a really good place for bass. So we'll give it a go. we can't kick one round the corner. I'm going to put a surf blaster on and really fling it out to the other side of the to the other side. We've got the Savage Gear 30 gram. Oh, and that nearly went in the water. Surf blaster. I think that's what they call them, the surf blaster. Let's see if we can't cover the whole lot here. Nearly. Just looks so flipping bassy. Well, I think I've seen just about enough of what I need to see of Boscastle. If it was a lovely summer's evening and there wasn't a stupid amount of swell coming through, well, I mean stupid, like it's just a bit rough, a bit ready. Probably perfect for fishing, but not perfect for me. The risk factor is a bit too much. So we're going to call it a day. Well, that's it for today, guys. Another blank, but hey, not to worry. Have to be optimistic. Look where we are. It is stunning. But onwards and upwards. I need to get myself a fish from the shore. Any recommendations, anybody? Am I doing it completely wrong? Let me know in the comments. Please give me a like and a subscribe, that'd be great. It really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.